Good morning, students. Today we are going to understand the heating effect of electric current. Now, let's consider electric circuit with resistance R ohm. Let current I is passing through this, and the potential difference across its ends supplied by the battery is V. Now, we need to define and understand power. Just as in mechanical terms, power is defined as rate of doing work. Now, what work is done in this electrical circuit? Remember, when we had defined potential difference, we defined it as charge Q moved from one point to another point. Charge Q moved from one point to another point, and in that movement of charge, W work is done. What is the unit of charge? Coulombs. What is the unit of work? Joule. Once again, what is potential difference? Potential difference is basically responsible for the work done. W per unit charge. Let's say work done to move 1 coulomb of charge is, let's say, 20 joule. So what will be voltage? It will be 20 joule by 1 coulomb, that is 20 volt. So potential difference or voltage is work done per unit charge. From this, by cross multiplication, we get work done as V into Q. All right, that is potential difference of voltage multiplied by the charge. All right, so you see, to move the charge from one end to another end, from one point to another point, you see, some work is done. And what is the rate at which the work is done? That is known as power P. And what is unit of power? Unit of power is watt. So by definition, what is 1 watt? You see, power, watt is rate of doing work. Rate of doing. Rate of doing means per unit time. So work done by time. So what's the unit of work done? That is joule. Joule divided by second. Now, joule divided by second, students, is 1 watt. So somebody says, how you define watt? We say 1 watt is the power when 1 joule work is done in 1 second. All right. Now, this power has to be supplied to the system, to the circuit by the source. You see. Now, how do we calculate the expression for the power? P is equal to W by T, and W is equal to V into Q. We just now have derived V into Q, let's say, divided by T. So why don't we join Q by T? Q by T, students, is rate of movement of charge, and rate of movement of charge, rate of flow of charge by definition is nothing but current. So from this expression, we get power is equal to VI. All right, students. Now, this is basically the energy supplied to circuit by source in time t. Now, students, you see, now we talk something about steady current. We talk something about steady current. Now, this word is used a lot of times in fluid dynamics, electrical engineering, and mechanical engineering also. What do we really mean by steady current? In short, is when current flux or current doesn't change with the variable time. It's possible that the current can change, voltage fluctuations result in resistance may be changing, voltage is constant, or resistance is constant and voltage is changing. In any of the condition, current will change. But we are assuming that under the condition of steady current, means in given time t, the current is steady. That means in amperes, it's constant. So constant amount of current is flowing, or you can say Q by T is constant. In that condition, now this energy which is supplied by the source to the circuit, where does it go? It gets dissipated in the form of heat. You must have observed that the wires, or maybe the high voltage, high tension, high voltage wires, where the where the current is flowing, you find the temperature near that area, in that vicinity, is little bit high. So you can also observe your heater current is passing through a resistance, high resistance. You know, it gets heated. It's used for heating purposes, or maybe immersion rod. So many examples. Your iron, for your clothes, you use for your clothes. When it presses the clothes, when it straightens the clothes, it also gets heated. So heating effect is essentially there when current flows. All right, why does it flow? Think deeply. It's all about motion of electrons at atomic structure. Now, this energy per unit time, or the power which is supplied to the circuit by the source, this work done per unit time is basically dissipated from this resistor in the form of heat to the atmosphere. So if you want to calculate how much heat is being dissipated, so the heat dissipated is basically as a result of the power supplied. Now, power is VI. All right. When I this power is VI, and power is rate of doing work. Work is energy. So if I multiply W by T, this is power, by T, I get the amount of energy. Right? Now this amount of energy is basically going out. So if I multiply VI by T, I get the amount of energy supplied in time t, and the same energy moves out, and this is the heat going out. Well, this is not this is not rate of heat flow. If I talk about rate of heat flow, that is basically joule by second, but this is joule. The unit of this is joule, energy. So now V by Ohm's law is equal to I into R. Let's substitute this value here. I get V instead of V, I into R into I into T. So heat going outside in time T is basically I square R T. See guys, this is the expression we wanted. We can use this expression to solve a lot of numericals. Thank you very much.